Hey, just wanted to check in a little follow-up. Crazy times in the silver market last couple of weeks. How's about that? Well, we had a really big run-up, as we all know, beginning of the year, and to be honest, it really hit my personal kind of price targets. I really thought with that big cup and handle we'd hit at least 100. It looked like it wanted to keep running, and it did. It was like every week and every day it kept going up, hit 121, and then the funny business began. Because I'll tell you, if the run up wasn't impressive, the sell off was something entirely different. I mean, it was just straight down. It went down about 30%, I think, in 2 days. No circuit breakers with the COMEX. There was supposed to be 10% drop circuit breakers. Those weren't going on. To me, it looked like an orchestrated smash. It really did. I think a lot of the bullion banks weren't positioned correctly, and unfortunately, that's what they do. In my personal opinion, they do a little rigging up there, and we all know it. And I think that was what we saw in spades. And it went down probably, I think, the mid 60s, somewhere around there. Quickly bounced up to about 92, got slapped back down, crawled up again, recently to the mid 80s, and then just got smashed back down another 10% today. So I've been nibbling. As you can see here, I picked up all of these. Just ordered another one today, actually. So I just wanted to talk about these bars. This was from First Majestic with Keith Neumeyer, and I'm actually a big shareholder, so you don't get a big discount, but if you're a shareholder on their website, you can provide proof. They give you a small, I think it used to be 50 cents off per ounce, but now that silver's $100 practically an ounce, they give you a 1%. So it's nothing special. Not even, you get $1 off per ounce. So if you get a 5-ounce bar, it was marked down $5. But a couple nice things. You can use your credit card, and it's not like a huge upcharge. I know like APMEX or JM. Usually, if you're buying on a credit card, it's a lot more. Obviously, be responsible. You don't want to just take out a ton of credit to buy silver, which is a speculation. And right now, it's very steeply priced. You might even say it's close to fair value. It just depends. The markets are looking shaky, but no, I think it was a pretty good deal. So I nibbled a couple of these, just kept putting in new orders. What I wanted to say was I think they provide a good service. It's a good bar. It really is a nice looking bar. And you can use your credit card. Usually, like APMEX, you have to wait 5 days for like e-check to process. I swear, these were processed in like 2 days, and then they got them in the mail fast. It was quick shipping, free shipping, didn't have to pay any sales tax either. Honest to God, I got these in about 7 to 10 days. It was probably less than 10 days. It was, in terms of what we've been seeing lately, with a lot of the big dealers being backed up, these were a quick ship, and they're pretty cool. These in particular are 5 troy ounces. They do have a 10-ounce gas bar. You can see some mountains there. It's First Mint. They're a subsidiary of First Majestic. Doing a pretty good job. They ship out of Las Vegas, I believe. And I think that's an homage to the Central American Republic. If you look back on some old coinage after the Revolution, which I'm not intimately familiar with all the details of like the Mexican Revolution, and like Simon Bolivar, all those Spanish possessions had revolutions, and a couple of the places formed up some pretty large countries and empires. The Central American Republic, I think, was most of Central America, going down into South America. Pretty neat. And actually, a fascinating side note. Mexico at one point in I think the 1850s became the Mexican Empire. That was with the intrigues of Napoleon III, and I think the Habsburgs in the well, it was the Austrian Empire. They put someone on the throne there. Really getting off on a tangent, but and what was the guy's name? It was Emperor. I think it was a Maximilian, but he didn't last long. In fact, I think the Cinco de Mayo celebration was when they defeated the French troops. They got out of Dodge and they abandoned the project. But anyways, it's a neat history on all of those places there, Mexico, Latin America. Obviously, silver is a big part of the history in all those countries. Even today, Mexico's pulling the most silver out of the ground. Just a real shame there with all the drug cartels. The stuff going on there is insane. Another tangent. Last week in the Vizsla silver mine, they just murdered 10 mine workers. They had as hostages, and that's no joke over there. But anyways, I thought these were a good deal. If you haven't checked them out before, give it a look. First Mint. I'm not getting any kickbacks or anything. I just thought they're doing a pretty good job over there. But this dip, I think this is a pretty good time right now. The silver's been absolutely demolished, smashed, whatever you want to say. It's down about 50%, and this is honestly, it's a pretty good time to nibble. I mean, could it go down lower? Sure, that can always happen, but you have a little cash, just keep buying, just keep dollar cost averaging, and hopefully, with any luck, we'll be up at the all-time highs again. Michael Oliver certainly thinks so, but we'll let you go there. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me if you've ever bought from First Majestic directly, and we'll let you go.